This is the Ruckus Wireless Bill of Material Generation for Unleashed video. So in a prior Start Here video, we talked about all the steps to build a bill of materials. So you need to choose your APs, choose your controller, the support on that controller, the AP licenses or controller licenses, and then support on those licenses, etc. And so at this point, we're assuming you've narrowed it down to Unleashed, and so we're just going to walk through the details of building an Unleashed bill of materials. So the checklist still applies. So you're going to choose your APs, the quantity, and the model. Do you want spares, or do you want to buy advanced replacement for those? And then a lot of the next pieces don't apply to Unleashed, right? So you're not buying a controller and supporting the controller and license upgrades and supporting those. With Unleashed, there is no controller license. The only license is a per site support license, right? So you need one license regardless of how many APs you have on a site in order to get tech support for that site. The accessory still applies, so you still may need PoE switches or power injectors or mounts or things like that. So that would still apply. So price list, you're going to get the price list from the partner portal. Always get the latest, greatest, right? And any pricing that we represent here in this video is for illustration purposes. So it may have changed by the time, you watch this video. So make sure you get the latest, greatest price list, and so you're not working with old, outdated pricing. So Unleash support, so we just talked about this a second ago. So as far as support goes, you don't need controller support or license support. The only support you need is one instance per location of this 806-RUNL-1U00. So that is required per site. It covers all your APs in that site. And if you have more than one site, you would just multiply that SKU by however many locations you have, right? So the alternative is, if you have multiple sites, you could use the Unleash Multi-Site Manager, and that's an additional cost, and there's support on that Unleash Multi-Site Manager. But if you have that, then you do not need to purchase this Unleash support SKU. So that may work out better for you in the long run if you have multiple sites under Unleash. But generally, Unleash is designed for single site location. So the first thing, your APs start with 9U1, not 901. So the U stands for Unleash there, and so that's how you would know it's an Unleash SKU. So that's important. Then you need that one instance of the support per location. So 1 year, 3 year, 5 year are your options here. So the 1 and 3 and 5 in the model number make the difference. And then optionally, you may want advanced replacement, right? So most people are good with the limited lifetime warranty with a return to factory repair, and you just buy a couple of spares. But you may want that advanced replacement, again, 1, 3, or 5 year. So those are really the three pieces you need. Here's an example of a bill of materials for Unleashed without Unleashed Multi-Site Manager. So Unleashed Multi-Site Manager is another video, and so that's an additional add-on product. So in this case, we have a single site, so we've purchased 5 of the R510, so it's the 9U1 SKU as opposed to 901, so the U here stands for Unleashed. So we order 5 of those. Then we order a single support license for the site. So this support license covers up to 25 APs. We do support up to 50 in Unleashed. However, that requires an additional support license, and you'll see that in a second in another example here. But and this is a 3-year SKU, so it's 3U00 as opposed to 1U or 5U for 1 and 5 years respectively. So we only need one of those per site, and then optionally you can add advanced hardware replacement. So the APs come with return to factory. If you want those advanced replacement, you can add that as an optional add-on. This one is a 5-year example, and in this case we have 2 different sites. So we have a site with 5 R510s, and then we have another site with 10 R610s. So in this case, we purchased the 9U1 APs. Then we add 2 of the support licenses, right? You need, even though it's up to 25 APs, you need 1 of them per site that you're supporting, right? So that's up to 25 APs per site. So we have quantity 2 on that, and it's the 5U SKU, so it's 5 years. And then again, optionally, the advanced hardware replacement SKUs, should you wish to add that on. So when to order the standalone AP support. So that is an option. You can see standalone AP support in the price list. That is rarely, it only applies in the case that your APs are not managed with a controller and they're not managed in unleash mode. So in other words, they're in true standalone mode. That is the only time you would order that standalone AP SKU. So starting in 200.7 version of Unleash code, we now support up to 50 APs. So prior to that, it was a 25 limit, hard limit on that. So we support up to 50 APs. However, the caveat here is that all APs have to be Wave 2 or better, right? Or if you even add one Wave 1 AP in there, like an R500 or an R310, then the maximum for the site drops back to 25. So that is important to keep in mind. So they all have to be Wave 2 or better. And then additional support is required for every AP beyond the 25, right? So you still need the support SKU for up to 25, and then 26 to 50, you have to purchase this support SKU per AP. Now, it's really inexpensive. However, you have to have that. Again, comes in a 1, 3, and 5 year as usual, but it's on a per AP basis. So just quickly, bill of materials on that. So in this case, let's say we've got 30 R510s in a site, so we purchased those. That's the worldwide SKU, just out of interest. And it's the 9U1, so we know it's unleashed. Then we add the regular 25 AP license. This is a 1-year license, so we added that. Then we need to add the per AP support SKU for 26 to 50. So we have 30 APs, so we needed to purchase 5 additional licenses of this 806-0001-1U00. So the 1U is 1 year, and then we needed 5 of those because we need 1 per AP. So pretty simple, but just an additional thing that is required. So keep that in mind, and keep in mind the Wave 2 requirement. You can't have Wave 1 or ABG and APs in that mix. Okay, so that's it. Unleash, pretty straightforward. Don't need a controller, don't need the licensing to go with the controller or the support to go with the controller, so substantially less expensive for your environment. But if you have multiple sites, then I highly encourage you to either use cloud or to add the Unleash multi-site manager onto this, which is another video, and you should go and check that out. All right, so thanks for joining, and take care. Have a great day.